Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Today, this is kind of a unique video on my channel, but I really wanted to talk about the DJI Goggles V2, and I have them right here. Not V2, but the V1 edition. And the point of this video is kind of to do sort of a poll online through YouTube. I'm interested to know, will you guys be upgrading from the V1s to the V2s? And if so, where are they, right? As we all know, several YouTubers online have release videos already of the V2s. You know, a lot of the same FPV YouTubers that we watch on a daily basis, but they all posted links to pre-order, they all posted links to the DJI website, but where are they? That's the big question, right? If you go on the DJI website today, and I'll throw it up on the screen now, you can only find the V1s online, and they're not even in stock, they're still out of stock. What happened to the V2s? Where are they? Joshua Bardwell, even on his news stream, his live stream, he suggested that someone in DJI is going to get fired based on these goggles being released, or giving the green light to start talking about them, but they're not ready for sale just yet. Now, going back to my original question, and the reason for this video is, will you be upgrading to the version 2s? What is the difference? From what I know, and I'll list them here on the screen. The three main differences I see, in my opinion, is number one, you can plug in a 6S battery to your goggles, which I did for about 5 months on these and nothing happened. Not saying that you should do it, but I didn't know. I was a retard. I didn't look at the voltages. I had a bunch of 6S batteries and I kept plugging in my 6S battery on the goggles and it was working. Thank God I didn't fry these. That's number one. So the ability to plug in a 6S battery. Number two, which is I think one of my favorite, but you don't need V2s, you can do this on the V1s, is the battery that they came up. So DJI came up with an actual little battery brick for your goggles, and I think it's a really clean looking battery. It charges via USB-C, it has an indicator, it has an on and off switch. Right now, you know, we're plugging these things in on our heads with a long cable, and we keep a LiPo battery in our bag. I'm sorry, not in our bag, but in our pocket, in our sweater, in our hoodie, and in our jackets. And we have to manage around having the goggles on our face and having this huge cable. And I don't like that, but I think the new battery is gonna be a nice touch. But the question here is, will DJI sell the battery separate? There's no mention of that by the YouTubers. I did ask Joshua Bardwell on his video of the V2s, how much is the battery gonna cost? And he mentioned it's not gonna be sold separately. So I think that's a bummer. I think that's a big miss for DJI if they're not going to sell it separately. And feature number three, I think 3 and 4, in my opinion, is you get a higher resolution, quote unquote high resolution. I believe this outputs 720p, now it's getting bumped up to 810p. I will list that here as well. I'm not scripting this video, I'm just talking on the fly based on my knowledge on previous videos that I watched. And secondly, of my fourth bullet is that you have the ability now to USB-C out into your smartphone and be able to view the videos from the DJI goggles on your smart device, whether it's an iPad, an iPhone, or that crap that Anthony Charles uses, Invisible Storm. What is that? I forget. Something that's outdated in 3 months after it's released. Oh, a Samsung Note. That thing, Android. Don't plug into this. Stay with Apple. But anyway, that's one of the advantages. Right now, I did try it, and I have a video released on my channel where I did try connecting the USB-C out now. However, the caveat here is that you have to use a smart controller. And now with this V2 version, you'll be able to plug in directly from your goggles over to your iPhone using the DJI FPV Fly app, I guess, the same one that's on the smart controller. So I think that's a good benefit. However, the question that I have for you guys is, how often are you going to need this, unless you're doing it professional, right? And you want your DP to review it while you're flying? You wouldn't need USB out, right? Do you really want your buddy watching your flight, or is it necessary? And then I guess the third bullet on this topic, you know, when speaking about USB-C, is why couldn't this work on the V1s. I'm not sure if there's any hardware difference there, but we already have USB-C here and we can USB-C out to our smart controller. So why can't they release a firmware update and just have us USB-C out to our smartphones? Why do we need to buy V2s? So, you know, I know this is all the hidden intent behind and the hidden agenda behind DJI. And of course it's a business and all businesses need to make money. And DJI is, in my opinion, a great company, which, you know, I love and support their technology. But yeah, curious, I don't want to make this long and blab on, but are you going to be upgrading to the V2s? And if so, are you going to be selling your V1s? How much are you selling your V1s for? These are all questions that I have in my mind, and I don't know what to do. But there's nothing to do now, because guess what? You can't buy them. And that's the point of this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Interested to know your thought process in what are you going to be doing? And hopefully that helps me make an informative decision. Hope all is well, guys. I am planning on going flying this weekend, and hopefully I can release an upload this weekend with some FPV flights. But that's all that I have for you today. I hope you're well and be safe. Peace out.